jumps. He jumped the benches from the small park to the large park, and he has jumped up to about a little over 6 feet. In height. He's jumped up, and I was considering him being a show dog, like in the circus or at the Westminster. But he's amazing the way his stance and everything. He's very strong. He's real muscly, and just his jumping thing is just out of this world.
They walk about, I don't know, 500 feet or so from their water up to their hay, and sometimes you'll find them running. And the other day, yesterday, I put out a bale of hay. It's a 5-foot in diameter bale, and one of them almost leaped over it. They scratched themselves on it before they started eating on it sometimes, and one of them sort of jumped over some hay, and they're sort of like a dog in some ways. They get excited and they'll chase each other, and they'll run.
When they take a deer and the taxidermist, usually if you're going to shoot in the body of the deer would be back into here, you're going to shoot it right about it through here. So I mean, you don't want to shoot it in the head, because if you're going to mount it, it's going to screw it up. But if you want to get a clean kill, you want to shoot it right behind its leg, right here, and they'll kill it. When they say it's like a 14 point, they count the points here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
At that time, but be very careful of the horses on the road, because the whips have jobs to do and we don't want to interfere with.
They're all in heat.
Well, when you're going 30 miles an hour through the woods on a horse that wants to be first, it's pretty thrilling. I had a little quarter horse who had never seen a hill or did anything but show work. I brought him out here and we went hunting. We got to a big hill going downhill, and he lost his footing. He tripped and we went rolling down the hill. He rolled over me. Anyhow, that was my initiation into fox hunting, and I've been here for 30 some years since then. So once it gets in your blood, it stays here. I haven't ridden for a few years. Whenever they're out hunting, even at my young age, I'm still thinking about it.
First time I come out here, we went to the woods. I said, these people are nuts. I said, there's no way you should ride like this. We went to the woods and I said, God damn, you goddamn guys are crazy. She said, don't do this. You're supposed to ride a horse decent. But I said, come on, and then that's the way we all do. You just go crazy now.
The whole object behind the whole sport is to enjoy the sound of hounds in a choir. You've got hounds with deep voices, and you've got hounds with high voices, and when they blend, it's not barking, it's called speaking. It's a very excited call, or holler of the hounds. And this is not a hound, this is Ellie. Get out of here, Ellie. Get out of here, Ellie. Go, get, scram. The first time I heard it was probably when I was 9 years old rabbit hunting with beagles. It's, unless you experience it and you hear the hounds, it's really hard to describe. When you get 30 or more hounds at one time doing that, you would, as some people say, make the hair on the back of your neck stand up when you hear it.
Hey, driver! Okay. Part of the discipline. Every day. That has to be part of the discipline, and you have to be consistent.
I bring my DVD player and I hook it up in the tree stand and then I watch movies and play games and stuff in the tree stand and wait for an animal to come.
See, that's
And then I
now
hunt
you're
on the
getting
game.
the real story.
And then I hunt out on the tree.
The
And
real-
when I
the
like when a
real-
deer and an animal comes, I turn it off and then. But like I watch movies and stuff so I don't get bored.
Alex, the big
'Cause
game
if I'm
hunter,
not-
actually is playing my phone. He's
Well,
playing, watching a movie on his DVD, and I say, Alex, here comes a deer. And he puts everything down, and he gets up and he gets ready. That's how it works, right, Mike?
Well, yeah, and then I play for like a long time. And well, if I didn't bring that stuff along and didn't play, I would have given our tree stand location away so many times.
He got a chipmunk, and he actually made stew with this chipmunk. Because Alex one of the
Well,
things
I
that,
put like I put potatoes and onions and like celery, and then we had chips.
yeah, because Alex is pretty good about if he's gonna kill it, that's what he's gonna eat it, and that's one of the rules. Because it's not, like you said, it's not just about shooting.
The chipmunks up north are like they're digging under our cabin and like they're destroying the foundation. So I get chipmunks and then my dad grilled them on the grill one time.
Yeah, he said grilled chipmunk.
He stretched it out like a pig and grilled it.
He's had chipmunk stew.
Soup.
How many ways can you have
The
chipmunk?
potatoes are the best part though. The potatoes and soup.
Yeah.
When we took him to the trailer the day that he was leaving us, he was very obedient. He just went.
Yeah, Carl told us the next day before he was put to death that he was very calm and wasn't at all tense.
According to Carl, he's an excellent piece of meat. I mean, that he's an excellent carcass. And the butchers, the fellows who cut him up, said that that it's really, really good meat. They were very impressed with the quality. I wasn't sure how I'd feel when I sat down for my first mouthful of Stuart. But I ate him last night, and he was delicious. And I felt grateful to him because his departure was calm. There was a little humor in it too, which Stuart partook of. He got loose at one point when we were leading him up, and he ran back down to the pasture to visit with the cows. And they all gathered around him, and actually everybody just sort of hung around because they're very curious animals. Whenever anything's going on down near the gate, they all come running up to investigate, and they hang around and they watch. That's the way it ended for him. He had all the girls watching his departure, and he walked very calmly into the trailer.
About a year ago, I was on my deathbed, and my sister got this cross from a priest. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to have a good death. I don't know what a good death is. But anyhow, I fooled him out.
he kind of let me know when it was time to say goodbye. He hobbled out to a tree in the back of the pasture and laid down under it and didn't want to get up. And I said to Joe, I said, he's telling me, I can feel it, he's telling me, I'm gonna get teared up. He's telling me where he wants to be buried. I still miss him. It's been 3 years.
It's hard. It's hard to really explain why it's so fun and exciting. It's almost like religion. You know, it's hard to explain.
You're like a little baby, and Mommy's going out for a nice dinner with my good close friend.
They said the old wolf was beautiful in his evil forest. How the branches would shake and the storms he would make all the townspeople wake with his howls. How they echo and they bellow across hill and stream, and we walk